All right, so here we are. I'm now showing my long-term dividend portfolio. Some of you guys have seen this on my last video. Those of you who haven't, I'm going to leave it in the description below. But let me get to it. As you can see, my net cash flow is now $4,607.11 compared to my last one where it was at roughly $4,500. So you can see I've added $100, which I do on a weekly basis. And that is all just so consistency, because slow and steady wins the race. If I keep doing this at this rate, it's going to reach to $5,200 on a yearly basis. If you do that math times that by 10 years, that's going to be at $52,000. Plus all this compound interest coming in with my dividends. Dividends is something very important, and it's a type of new stream of income you can make, which I one day, as I've said before, I hope to be living off my dividend income, which is money paid by companies just for owning their share. So really easy money to make. You can see my current value is at $5,205.35. Although my net cash flow is higher, meaning it's easier to get to this point due to the fact that the gain is not as high as it was last time. But I'm obviously in the green, and it's a good thing. So today's video, I'm pretty much going to be going over every single stock I have. I have 14 different stocks. Well, 13 different stocks and one index fund. And those of you who don't know what an index fund is, pretty much this VT index fund is pretty much going over all the stocks around the world and puts it into one. So it's a very steady. It's steady for that reason, because if you have 300 in an index fund, you have 3 different stocks into one fund. If 20 of them go down, you have the other 280 to rebalance them, if you know what I mean. You guys are probably saying, like, if it's so steady, like, why don't I have more invested? Well, due to the fact that I believe that these higher ones, blue chip companies, are very more, they have a higher volume, they gain quicker, and they've been known to grow. So let me just go over every single one, and I'm gonna start with probably with O, actually, which is my highest invested one. Some of you guys are wondering why I have O. O is a real estate. It's a real estate stock. I currently have 20 shares of them. As you can see, it's 20.09, but I'm going to just say 20. I currently have 20 shares with them. My average share price, which means, like, if you were to average all my shares out to how much I got them for, is $52.26. Their current price is $63.51, meaning if I buy more, my share price is going to go up. But obviously, I'm going to have more shares, so it's a win-win, because, again, this is a long-term portfolio. So look at this 20 years from now, 15 years from now, it's not going to be nowhere around here due to the amount of growth this stock has had. I have invested $1,050 into this stock, and the very current value of it, if I were to sell it right now, I'd be making $230.83 in profit. The reason this is my number one stock I have invested in is due to they give monthly dividends, which, like, who doesn't like that? Their dividend is 4.34, so it's pretty high. Anything between 1 to 5 is known to be very good and steady. Anything over 5 can be a little risky, but if you have your details and information while you invested into that stock, it pretty much covers it all up. So as you can see, this is how much I've gained off of it over here. We're in the gain. The dividends I've made off of it so far is $4.68. Actually, they actually paid me, I remember. I think it was, let's see. Right here, dividend O, June 15th, I was paid by them, and I made $4.68. So that's not bad. You get paid on a monthly basis, and I've made that much due to the fact that I have 20 shares of them. So I hope to have more shares of them. Get back to my portfolio. It's a real estate stock, as I said, which is diverse. Like I said, I have 14 different stocks, and 13 stocks in one index fund, and that comes out to 14 different stocks as a whole, let's just say. And it's diverse due to the fact that they're from 10 out of the 12 different types of diversities you can have, meaning I have a very diverse portfolio. Sometimes you see people with 50 different stocks in one portfolio. But me, as you can see, I'm not dipping I'm not dipping all my money in one cup. I have multiple different cups, but not much as everybody else. But everybody has their own strategy. And the reason I have it like this is due to the fact that it's diverse, but yet not so diverse as where you're not putting little tiny dips in every single cup. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying, but it's a diversity due to the fact that I'm in 10 out of the 12 different categories, but as you can see, I only have 14 of them. So if you know what I'm saying. But again, I'm into stocks that I can depend on and I can see in the long term. So let me go switch over to Coca-Cola. As you can see, Coca-Cola, its current value is $669. I'm down $5.63, but obviously right now I don't care because it's a long term stock. Like I said, the average share price, which means I have 14.32 shares of it, and the average share price is $47.53. Its price right now in the market is $46.70. And the reason I got into this is due to it's a blue chip company. It's been running for like 60 years, I believe. It has a pretty good dividend yield. I really have nothing to lose with this stock. I know it's not going to go bankrupt. I know it's a steady stock. I've made $5.87 just off of dividends. So I'm really not scared of this stock. I can have this stock all day long. It's a beginner stock. Like anybody who's getting into the stock market, I really recommend to get into this one. It's very steady and good and nice. Let's go over the week basis. How you can see it. You can see it dropped a bit and it's rising back up. But I'm not scared of it, like I said. It's a steady stock, and this is something that I could never see go bankrupt due to all of its details and information about it. It's been going for a long time and it's only been growing, so I'm not scared of this. I'm into Boeing also. Boeing falls under the industrials. I know that they make airplanes. It's a military type stock because they make a bunch of military equipment and all that stuff. I own 3 shares of them. Well, 3.24 shares of them. My average share price is $137.79. Due to the fact that I bought this at the huge dip that I had in around March 16th. It was a great entry point by me, and I have a total gain of $178.38 at the moment. I have over 58.13 return rate on it, meaning it's gained that much. If I sell it right now, I would be making $178.38 in profit. And its price right now is $192.74. And as you can see, I got it for a way better price because I got 3.24 shares at $137.79. So it was just a great buy. This would be a stock that most people would probably sell by now because they see all this profit. But again, I'm going to hold it. And it has a very good dividend due to the fact that it's at $192.74. And you're getting a 4.16% of that. And back in dividend yield is a great thing. So this is something I'm obviously going to hold. And I'm going to purchase more even though it's going to make my average share price go up. I know its 52-week high is very, very high. So that's one thing. One thing about M1 Finance is it doesn't show you the 52-week high lows and all, the 52 high low and 52 high, the 52-week low and 52-week high. And that's something I don't like about it. Probably they should add that into their stuff. Let me see if I can find the matter of fact. Yeah, it doesn't show it, does it? No, that's something I dislike about it. Compared to Robinhood, that does show all that stuff. Let me go back to where I was. You can see Boeing is something I actually have. It's third in my list of money I have invested into it. And it's probably going to keep on going up just like that due to the fact that it's just paying us such a good dividend. And I like the stock a lot. AT&T, the reason I have this into my portfolio is due to the fact that it's known, like, with everything happening in the economy, it was still able to keep its dividends to pay its investors, meaning they show like a very good they show a very good connection, and they love their investors, so that's why I invest with them. My average share on them is $30.58. Right now their price is $30.30, giving me the hint or idea to buy more into them and invest more into them, which I probably will. But I said I invest $100 weekly, and you can expect me to be investing more into them. I own 12.82 shares with them, and I look in the future, and this is something I'm always gonna hold due to the fact that the 5G came out. They're doing that. I feel like this is just gonna keep on growing, and I'm not scared to invest with them either. They have a very nice dividend yield of 6.69. Um, I just like the way it is. They've been running for a while too. I believe it's a blue chip company. If you can see on the 5-year basis, they had a drop over here on. Let me get the date. Sometime around March, early March, they had a huge drop, and I was like, all right, let me invest into them. And as you can see, it was a good buy. A lot of people were scared to invest during that time of the huge drop in the stock market, but for me, I saw it golden. It was perfect time, literally buying stocks on a discount. So let's switch over to Apple. Apple is a very, very good technology stock to invest in. I currently own little less than a share. It's a very expensive one, but it's worth it. They give up 0.87 dividend yields. Its current price is $353.28. My average share price is $209.52. What else do I want to explain? I've made $60 profit of it right now, you could say, if I were to sell it. This is a stock that obviously I'm gonna be holding long term. I see it growing and only growing. I've got 60 cents off of it in dividends, and I obviously reinvested it. I will always be reinvesting my dividends till who knows when. Slow and steady wins the race, like I've said, and I really like this stock. This is something that's gonna be there always. Maybe I should be investing more, but at the same time, I won't be making much dividends off of it due to it being a low dividend. But I know it's always gonna be something sitting there, and always gonna be something that is gonna be good, doing good for me. Go to Bank of America, which is a financial stock. I'm down about 61 cents. That's wrong. The daily changes. So pretty much when the market opened till now, it's down 61 cents. Doesn't mean I'm down 61 cents. But as you can see, I have a gain of $28.52 with it. I've made a dividend of $1.91 off of it, and I've reinvested that, as you can see. I own a little less than 11 shares of it. I also plan to invest more into this. And I have the average share price is $22.77 in my portfolio. Again, I did a good entry point, and I like the stock a lot. It's a financial stock, which is something you're always going to see. Bank of America, a lot of people have it. It's everywhere. So I'm going to stay in it. You can see all of these stocks I have, you guys have probably seen it everywhere. You guys see it everywhere around your town or city. Probably ones that you guys haven't seen, I'm going to guess, is AWK and WM. Tell me, be honest with yourself. Have you guys not seen a Home Depot around your area, a Wells Fargo, a Target, obviously Coca-Cola, AT&T, and Apple? You guys see that everywhere. That's why I invest into these stocks. These are stocks you guys see everywhere around your city and town. American Waterworks is another nice stock. Let me find the diversity on this. It's a utility stock. They say itself there. It's a waterwork. Everybody needs water in their house, so you can't live without water. So that's why I'm invested into this. All the stocks I have a reason I'm invested into it, and they're solid reasons due to the fact that water is something you can't live without. So this is why I'm invested into the stock. Obviously, do my research, find out if they're consistent, how long they've been growing for, what are they known for, and etc. But as you can see, my average share price is $126.05. I own about a little more than 2 shares of them, and my gain is $6.44 currently with them. I made a dividend of 97 cents with them, and as you can see, it's been pretty good all time. I've only made, at the moment, I only have $6.44 of gain with them, but hey, something, you gotta start off somewhere. And in its studies, you can see it's been doing me pretty good. One thing, PepsiCo is the only one that has me a little bit confused due to the fact that I actually thought it was gonna rebalance quicker. So let me go to its the details. You guys can see what I'm trying to say. So let me go to the 1 year. So I went in at, let me look at the price that I looked at again. So I went in at this price of $135. You can say that's when I went in. I have a little bit less than 2 shares of it. Like I said, at $135 I went into it. So let me show you. So I'm down 3 cents, $3.24 on it. I made a dividend of almost $2 on it though. But let me show you. So let me go to the 1 year graph and let me see where exactly I went in. I went in at some point. I wish it was there, but I went in at some point around 135. So I went around some point around right there. And so April 15th, let's say I bought this. So I went in at some point around right there. And what I find weird is it's been just like up, down, up, down, up, down, not much change. I was expecting a huge, after this crash, and you could say around early March, early March, middle March, after this huge crash right here, I was really expecting a nice rebalance right away, but this one has not rebalanced as quick as the other ones, which has me a little bit on the surprise side, but I know it's going to be a good long-term stock due to its history. It's a beverage stock. Like, you see Coca-Cola, you see Pepsi everywhere. It's a competitor of Coca-Cola, and it's something you're always going to see. So I don't regret getting into this. It's a long-term portfolio again. So today it might look like this, but tomorrow it's going to have a huge growth, and trust me on that. So let me get over to Home Depot. Home Depot is something you need everywhere. What's Home Depot's competitor? Lowe's. Home Depot's been running for way more, and if you do your research on them, it's a very good stock to get into. I own a little bit less than one share of it. My average share price is $208.61. Right now, if I were to buy one whole share on it, it would be $250, $52.19. It has a nice dividend yield of 2.23 cents. I'm up in the market right now with a gain of $4.94 and the earned dividend of $1.36. So this pretty much says it all. This is a pretty good stock to get into. It's very consistent and nice. I went in on a very, as you can see, I went in on a very good timing on it. Let's go to the details. You guys can see 208 cents. Let me go to the 3 months one. 208 cents. Let's find it. So somewhere around here, right? Somewhere around this little middle part right here. And as you can see, it's only been rising, literally only been rising. So good timing, good entry point, and that's what happens. It's a long-term stock, and this one has been running for a long time if you do your research. Always do your research before you invest. I can't express that enough. So where was that? So let's go to Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo pays a very good dividend of 6.94%. I own a little more than 7 shares about it. My average share price is $29.27, and the market price is $27.85. So I'm down right now, $7.75, but I'm nothing scared of it. Its dividend pays really good, $2.55 off of it I've made, and obviously it's reinvested. So I'm happily with this investment. It's a financial stock also. People were talking about this going bankrupt. Yeah, that's false. I don't go with the news. The news can also trick you, so I don't know. Just do your research very, very firm and clear. Use multiple different sources. Don't go off of one, and know what you're getting yourself into. Maybe you want to speak to people who know more about stocks. Watch a bunch of YouTube videos. Just do your research and be very clear and confident about what you invest in. So let me go to WM, Waste Management. Let me find that over here. It's an industrial stock. Let me explain how much shares. I have 1.67 shares on it. My average share price is $97.55. And right now in the market, it's worth $105.55. And I have a total gain of $14.29. And I made a dividend on it of 91 cents. And let me go over here. Let's see. Can you guys, right now, as you can see, this is just on a day graph. It's on a downtrend on a day graph, but it's fine. Again, I'm a long-term investor. This is what I look at. Look at this. This is what I look at right here. Look at that. This is on a 5-year base. You can see it's only been growing, and ever since this this huge economy hit the stock market on about, you can say, February 25th, it's only been dropping, a huge drop. Right now we're at here. So again, I had a very good entry point. As you can see, throughout the years, it's only been rising, and that's the reason why I invested into the stock, due to its growth. So let me get out of here. And let's go to my VT index fund. This is pretty much all the stocks around the world, and they put it into one huge index fund. As you can see, I've made a total gain of $21.13. I haven't got paid off the dividends yet. This one pays quarterly, and it's a long-term stock. Again, it's an investment, and I'm not in no rush. It's doing good, and I have an average share price of $66.18. Again, it's a good entry point compared to its price right now, which is at $75.77. I own 2.19 shares, so I'm happy with it. So let me go over here. And lastly, well, not lastly, let's go over to Target. One thing I have about Target is the fact that the Amazon stock is like taking over the internet. So I don't know. That's the one little thing I have about it. But again, I'm gonna keep doing my research and find out. Cause I only have $4,600 invested into this portfolio, my long-term dinner portfolio. But I'm like scared that Amazon in the future is gonna take over. Again, I'm looking at everything I do as in the future. So right now, let me go over Target. Target has given me a total gain of $15.35. Again, meaning if I were to sell this, I would to make that much profit. I've gotten an earned dividend of 75 cents, which I've invested back into my portfolio. I own 1.34 shares of it, and my average share price is $107.39. In the market, it's worth $118.26 if I wanted to buy a whole. If I wanted to buy a whole share of it. So let me go to the, what was it that I want to show? Oh, it's dividend yield is 2.21%, which is pretty good. But I want to explain to you guys the 5-year chart on it, and that might give you a hint of why I invested into it. You can see it just goes downtrend and a huge uproar, as you can see. And this is why I invested into it, due to the growth. I've looked at it on its long-term chart graph, and I'll see more research. But I feel like I shouldn't be worried. This is something I do see in the future. Target, Walmart, competition. But I feel like I'm scared that Amazon one day will just take everything over due to how fast it's growing, and like it's a good stock. But the only issue with that stock is that it does not pay a dividend. Anyways, so let me stay confident with Target. Anyways, my last but not least is ExxonMobil. Everybody was talking about this, like oil, how oil's doing horrible, this and that. But I don't care due to the fact that I'm a long-term investor. I'm a dividend investor, and I don't really pay attention to the news right now because the news is only gonna tell you things to make you scared about it. The average share price is $41.41. You can see, I own 3.23 shares of it. I don't have much money invested into this stock, so you can see, compared to my other ones. But it's actually giving me a pretty good gain of $21.41. And they pay me good dividends of $2.25. They actually give a very high dividend yield of 7.22%, which is pretty high compared to the others. But it's a little risky stock. And I want to show you guys the drop that it had between. So you can see it's pretty much on the downtrend, down, then a huge drop over here early February. And you can see, and it's rising a little bit. So that's why I don't have that much money invested into it, due to the fact that you can see on a 5-year platform, it's been just very constant, but then a drop. So that's the only reason why I don't have too much money invested into it, due to the fact that I'm a little worried that it won't stay consistent. But again, it's a long-term investment, and I'm learning as we speak, so you only get better at what you do. You guys are probably looking at these percentages and saying like they're not somewhere higher than others and all that stuff. I can press your balance to do that, but do not press your balance. Well, you can press if you want to, but in my opinion, everything I have invested in is I do it manually. I don't pay attention to these percentages. I don't care about it, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty much an overview of my portfolio and everything I have invested into it and why. Like I said, always do your research. And I will be investing $100 into this portfolio on a weekly basis and going over and explaining why I did so. So thank you guys for watching. And if you like these type of videos like this, leave in the comment section what you think about this video. Leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it much. And thank you guys for watching.